Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So 2 matches remaining and then finally back to the beginning. We have 2 title candidates. We have Snake Eyes. It's a variation of Snake Eyes compared to last year. Last year it was pure Snake Eyes. Why, you know, featuring, what was it? Jet Synchron, Formula Synchron, Baron, etc. But this is a, well, I was about to say more upgraded build. You'll see in a few moments. Depends how you look at it. First of all, we have the winner of last year being Ishizu tier. The deck list has been changed a little bit. Not too many changes though. I think the most notable ones are Kashtira. But outside of that, I don't know. I don't think there's maybe more Bestials, I guess, in the main deck. But on the other hand, we have Azamina Snake Eyes Fire King. Sure, it's a little less consistent, you know, looking at, for example, the build of multiple Ash, multiple Poplar. Obviously, that's more consistent, but that's, you know, a different build. So Fire King variation it is. First place, YCS. Ruben's list, I think. Yeah, it should be. Anyway, so I could definitely, you know, feel the people, the tier Ishizu should have the advantage over this particular deck. As we've seen before, the Fire King package versus the Shufflers. You know, the fusions are one, but the nail in the coffin might indeed be the Shufflers, right? Anyway, so if, you know, tier Ishizu can start, they definitely have the advantage, but if they go second, it might become a problem, can become a problem. So we'll see. I do have Hefness, also have Tier, you know, Cash Tier. So there are ways to potentially mill and, you know, like, potentially go for it, test my luck. Run into Ash, which I guess Ash, if there's something you want to Ash, it's Hefness, I guess, or the level 4 Sharon. I do hit, I guess, you know, the Shufflers are definitely a big issue for the Fire King package, for the Snake Eyes package, so I definitely want to mill those, but the chances aren't that high. The Herald is a big top deck though, because that prevents the Arvata from the back row from hitting the field. Sure, you know, they can get some stuff off of the Flame Birch, but the problem here is, let me think, like, why are they not using the Little Knights? Maybe I missed something. Droll is there, but Droll is fine. So, oh yeah, it was the Impulse that was set. Okay. But I'm under Droll, but the Impulse kinda, I don't know. In the long run, I'm not so sure. I don't think I had much fuel left. You know, it's like Kid Kalos in the graveyard, right? Was it destroyed? Was it sent back? I missed it. But you know, Rule Carols, Calero and so on, but I don't think I had enough fuel to play through that. Yeah, they had just too much. Impulse, Droll. Again, those hand traps, you can play through those, but all add up with the Impulse as well. That's just too much. And yeah, Flamebird, what is it? Triggers get back the Arvata again for next turn, if there was a next turn. Okay, so game number 2. Look at this hand. Like, can Ishizu tier brick? Apparently they can. So I have to pass. So that's not good news. Sure, we have Hefness. That's basically it. Okay, we do have Kelbeck for a potential bounce, right? So we need to pray. And we do hit Kelbeck, so we can still play, right? And it seems that... Oh, no. I was about to say their turn is not that strong, but I guess the Azamina package tutors or pivots into basically the entire deck, right? So yeah, run into Imperm, okay, that's fine. The priority now is to survive. We do go for Kelbeck to bounce the fusion. Let's see. But now I don't think I have any interruption left, do I? I don't think so. And as you know, like, Snake Eyes can, you know, build up to a Zealandis ODK, and I was like, oh man, please make a mistake, or something like that. Because yeah, Hefness was used, no Shufflers, so I don't think I can do something about this. The only way here is to hope that they, like, I don't know, misplay the Kelbeck on field, so there's hardly anything to misplay into, right? Or not. So Zealandis can pop, but look at this, look at this. So tier mills 1 or 2, and I hit Reno, and I was like, oh, I have it. I can go for Kaleido and prevent the OTK. But I have another freaking impulse, like that hand. Those hands were stacked, like insane good. So 2-0 behind. So let's see, go first again. This is much better. We can get Troll too, but again, like as I mentioned before, like Troll is fine, Edge is fine. You can play through those. So let's see, a couple of mills. We hit those shufflers. Super crucial, especially here in this particular matchup. And I think in most matchups, it's Ishizu, the strong fusion mechanic, and those shufflers, right? So, what are we ending on? Dweller, like, if we have the option, that we definitely want to go for Dweller and Rule Carols, right? Nip is definitely, could be an issue. So Rule Carols, we also go for Kaleido, okay. We're using, I guess, you could pop your, you could pop your own Kaleido, right, for another search, but I think a search everything, so we shotgun the Dweller, just in case. And we do go for Heaviness, so I think we should have the game. We have a Shuffler, we can pop with the Field Spell, we can trigger a Kaleido for bounce, we have Rule Carols for monster negation, and again those Shufflers, so this should be our duel, right? So this should be a 1-2. We hit those Kelbecks, that's fine. This is more than enough. Looking at their hand, yeah, that's definitely not enough. What's the set? I missed that. Yeah, I missed that. Anyway, Impulse, I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, so go second. So let's see. We do have Nip. Okay, Nip and Talents. Talents going second. That's really strong. We do have the Kashtira tier. Or tier Kash. I'm not so sure. We don't want to use that if it's not really needed. So they go for full combo. And we do have Nip. Can they play around Nip? They can. I guess they can go for... could have gone for the Azamina package first. Sacrificing... So, you definitely need to make a sacrifice if you're going for that first, like this particular engine. But Arvata, I guess, is another way to prevent Nip. Makes sense. So I think we're forced to Nip now. Prevent Promethean Princess from hitting the field. And kind of hope, because they already used their normal summon, that they break on 3 hand traps or something like that. But that wasn't the case. So they can definitely play through Nip. The question now is what end board? Sunlight Wolf to get back, I don't know. Is there a Kirin in there or something? Yeah, Kirin, okay, oof. That hurts. Promethean Princess, they can go for Masquerina by sacrificing Flamebird, but look at this, oh man, so stacked. So, let's see, okay, we can use Ishizu cards, that's nice. Grind, I get trolled like for every duel. But this makes it so I can go for Talents, and now the thing is that what am I going to take, right? So, they don't chain Masquerina, obviously. You don't want to go for Little Knight here in this situation. Unlike a chained, whatchamacallit, Talents, I can't go for Zeus, I thought. So let's go for Kid Kalos, run into the Imperm, that was expected, right? So let's see. But we can go for, yes, Sprint still. So we can go for Rule Carols. Rule Carols will indeed negate a Kirin. We have a Shuffler, so everything in their graveyard is useless. And they should be game, right? I think their next turn was... Was it Troll? I think it was another Troll. I might be wrong. Okay, so 2-2, a 5-gamer. Really nice. We go for Heaviness and we trigger, a nice mill. We Psychic those Tayus, etc. Or Eclipse, apologies, almost the same. But this hand, oh, delicious again going second. So Heaviness with those 3 mills. They open strong. Again, you could go for the Azamina package first to pivot, to get an Omnication and pivot. So I definitely did not expect this one. But my plays would have been the same, I guess. So, let's see, then ending on Little Knight, it gets rid of the Heaviness, which is fine-ish, so no Masquerina play for me, or Masquerina, during my turn for Little Knight. So the Promethean Princess is still there, even though it's not really that big of a deal. I missed, do I have a Shuffler? I don't think so, I have one in hand. So as a potential discard card, but stuff like Talents, the Scale, the Spell, the Continuous Spell, and the Merly, that's strong. So that's Okay, this is definitely doable, right? So let's see, we can chain block. Again, Ash, that's fine. That forces, you know, the Sharon, prevents the Sharon from triggering. And I guess the Talents, though, again, plowing through their field. Indeed gets negated, so we chain block, get a couple of mills, and now it's Prey. We need to pray. And the gods are... ah, yes, that's nice. That's Ishizu, right? That's Ishizu tier. That's tier, basically. So we go full on mill. I make a small mistake, though, and I think my mills here are a bit too heavy. So we run into the... we lose Reno in the process. I think that's again fine, because we already have one in hand, so we can go for Garura first, get a draw sprint now, to see... I guess an Imper would already have been activated, right? So it's either Bluff or... Well, Impulse also would have been activated, so it's probably just Bluff. So we attack over their fields. Let's see, do they have a comeback play though? We have the Eclipse. Yeah, get rid of Catcalos in Graveyard, and here again, mill 5. You know, hitting those Shufflers. At least that was the goal, but I'm running really low on cards. And I was like, I was a bit overconfident here in this situation, I'm honest. So I lose my Galeno, and that's kinda important. We hit Heaviness, you know, hitting those Shufflers, hopefully. So let's see, we hit Yugioh, mill 5. Go for the Fusion, go for Lucaros, negating a Monster Summon or Summon in. They can go for Ponix though, which triggers, we mill 3. Go for another Fusion, that's, you know, what I was thinking. But let's see, what can we go for? Oh, Dragostafil, yeah, for Monster Negation. Oh, but they do a side deck, at least have side deck in the quick play spell to pop. But I guess, what if they popped the Dragostafil? I'm not so sure. Didn't matter, because, you know, Lucaros Reborn itself. I can negate the summon either way. Call of the Hobbit, was that drawn? Oh, it was drawn off of the Dibostar package, yeah. On the 0 cards left, I was like, go for the Shuffler to send back 3, mill 3, and go for the Fusion. Ah, man, this one was awkward, but sick at the same time. And now we can attack for a game. Ah, this like insane. It was a long match, it really took long. But, I mean, it was fun, going back and forth, right? So one match still remaining, Virtual World versus Fusion Subsu. So feel free to leave your predictions, and then it's all the way back to the beginning. Okay, guys, that's it, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like. If you enjoyed the video, Riddim signing out. Peace.